Gene Revel had made a video about he saw me at my parents' house and there was Christmas decoration. So he concluded that I was celebrating Christmas with the family, enjoying. But I didn't say very explicitly back then, but now I want to say it. You know, even watching someone on the internet for years, you don't know the person. Even living with a person, living with people directly under the same roof for years, you don't know the person. You don't know. Why re-upload this particular video when you knew the truth about the matter?
Secretly celebrating the holidays together.
It doesn't explain how you decided to answer by putting...
Just like those dirty, rotten people who celebrate Ramadan, right? I mean, this is getting freakingly similar here, Jonathan. Are you sure that you and your family aren't converted Muslims and you're all secretly celebrating the holidays together?
It doesn't explain how you decided to answer by putting a video giving... When Gene Revel, because he saw that there was decoration at my parents' house, because I lived there, he concluded that I was celebrating Christmas and I was celebrating with the family. Every year, it's the worst and the most dreadful day of the whole year. Every year for me, I always try to find a way to go out somewhere, or I'm stuck and I don't go out, I don't want to come out because I don't want to be with them. I don't want to be with people that are enjoying. I don't want to be with people that have families. I don't want to be close to my brother that I hate. And I do have a cause for hating him. So I just wanted to say that, okay? When Gene Revel, he was concluding, his conclusion were that I was celebrating at Christmas, totally wrong. Totally wrong. It's a dreadful day for me. Dreadful. Every year. And in the past years, I was trying to take arrangement with my friend Samuel to go out and work or something, but now he's gone. So one thing I wanted to clear out, I know it took me some time, I should have said it maybe earlier, but it wasn't bothering me that much at the time maybe, but now it's bothering me. I want to say it. He was wrong. Okay, I'm not celebrating Christmas, I'm not enjoying the party family, because that was a very party family that started with the thing with my cousin. So every year, what do you think it's remembering me? So he was watching me, listening to my videos for a long time, and he could not figure that out. Why re-upload this particular video when you knew the truth about the matter?
So, I see you wanted to know why I made a short out of the video. You know, the video where I'm strongly accusing you of practicing some of the very same Christmas season rituals that you said the Muslims do for Ramadan.
Just take time to decorate their homes in order to enhance that special time of the year for them. But if I'm not mistaken, Jonathan, what I'd seen while I was looking through your older videos, while I was looking for the video where you were reading my yay yay nay nay comment out loud, I found out that you got your own special Ramadan-like celebration going on that you seem to follow. I mean, it sure looks like you and your family spend a lot of time decorating your house or whatever.
You say you and your family. I didn't spend time to decorate with them, to celebrate with them. I was trying to plan my escape.
Yeah, you're cool with it. And even if you're not cool with it, it sure looks like you don't have any type of major problem with it all going down under the same roof as where you live. And you really don't even...
What are you expecting me to do? To ravage the whole place and to remove all the decoration? I just decide to separate myself from it. But you know that. You know that. So why are you doing this? That doesn't make you look good, and the intention is become apparent.
All my family is already in the other room.
The girlfriend of my brother that I hate knocking at my bedroom door repetitively, and what, I'm not supposed to open the door? And do like a savage or something? What do you expect from me?
Okay, so let's see what you had to say, Jonathan. Says Team Joe, 9485, one day ago. You said, why do you repost this when you already know I was rejected at that very time of the year, and since then I was avoiding all that cost to join with the festivities? You say me and my family, but we are going separate ways since that day when me and my God Jesus were rejected at that very time of the year, when I was making known to put back in remembrance that it was his family that they should have celebrated, but we both were dismissed altogether, as she dismissed our love unequivocally. And I wrote back. I said, you'll see why in my next video, Jonathan. How can you hate Christmas, yet still love the excitement of receiving Christmas gifts, and then looking forward to their highly anticipated opening? Because I screenshot a comment that you left for Marianne, where you're comparing what just might happen to the anticipation of opening your Christmas gifts. You said, I feel like it's Christmas Eve and I'm waiting on my gifts to open the boxes and see what's inside. And you finished that off with an exclamation mark and then some type of yay. I guess it's emphatic, I don't know. So should we take that yay as meaning something positive, Jonathan? Like maybe exchanging Christmas gifts is okay? Except for in the case of your brother, of course. You know, the one that you say you hate.
What did I tell you? My brother that I hate. My mother told me that my brother that I hate was asking for me to give him a list of gifts to exchange to me for the upcoming holidays. So that after that you could say, well, you see, you do exchange gifts. So do you understand how they can use people around us to make us look bad?
You said, I feel like it's Christmas Eve and I'm waiting on my gifts to open the boxes and see what's inside. And you finished that off with an exclamation mark and then some type of yay.
You say you and your family decorating, preparing for Christmas. I was preparing for my escape.
Man, it sure does suck when people skew the actual information that was given to them, doesn't it? And then turn it right around and make up stories that are going to help conform to what they want other people to hear.
Declaring he is a Muslim.
Kind of like the way you're telling everybody that I was somehow a practicing Muslim by using nothing but made up garbage and accusations, all in order to be able to word the story the way you wanted it to go, Jonathan.
I did not know about it. I did not know anything about Muslim religion, Ramadan, and all of that.
Now, doesn't that seem somewhat hypocritical? For you to be able to fabricate total nonsense out of the made-up stories that you're telling everybody else.
Voice of Jane decided to come out of the closet and declare that he is a Muslim.
But when it comes to somebody else doing it to you, you act so put off. I mean, I did the same thing back to you because, I can speculate about things just as much as you can, Jonathan. But does that mean it's right?
I found out that you got your own special Ramadan-like celebration going on that you seem to follow.
Okay.
It sure looks like you and your family spend a lot of time decorating your house for whatever events you got going on. Don't Muslims decorate their houses too, Jonathan? And then all those pretty packages sitting all wrapped up under the tree there? Do you and your family exchange presents, Jonathan? I bet you do. Just like those Muslims who celebrate Ramadan do.
You said, I feel like it's Christmas Eve and I'm waiting on my gifts to open the boxes and see what's inside.
This is getting kind of familiar here, Jonathan. What exactly are you and your family trying to accomplish by carrying out some of the exact same rituals?
Why you keep saying you and your family? You said you and your family earlier here and you say it again. You say it again. Oops, you did it again about saying you and your family? Why do you say you and your family when you know it's not you and your family? You know already that it's not you and your family, but you keep saying you and your family. That's kind of deceiving, Voice of Gene. Are you trying to deceive everybody here? Because you're a little bit frustrated? Because you're losing? You are losing.
Now that's a pretty nonchalant way of accusing other people of unfounded accusations, isn't it? Accusing them of things that you only think they might have done, then labeling them for whatever reason you think that God needs them labeled for, and then you start spreading your unsubstantiated rhetoric over and over. And the biggest reason that I think you do it that way is because you think that people are going to respond quickly to the false claims in order to try and clear their names. But if they do that, that means that's good news for you, right, Jonathan? Because then you get a whole new slew of information that you get to scan through and rip apart for the next time that you feel like bashing somebody.
There was the video posted over the house of visit or isn't it, change of plan, declaring he is a Muslim. Declaring he is a Muslim.
So you told everybody that I had actually came out of the closet. And now I was freely admitting that I was a practicing Muslim. There were no longer any doubts in your mind or your words when you were yelling all this from your favorite rooftop perch, Jonathan.
Voice of Gene decided to come out of the closet and declare that he is a Muslim.
But you lied. You tried leading everybody into believing that I had actually come out and admitted that I was a Muslim, which I most certainly did nothing of the kind. But you didn't care about that. Now did you, Jonathan? Just as long as you were able to toss out a few of those good Gene Revel is a Muslim seeds, so you're sure to get as many of those planted into the minds of the people that might still be tuning into your channel.
And now confessing from his latest video that he is of the Muslim faith.
Hey, wait a second, Jonathan. Aren't you playing the same role that you say Robert Kelly was playing? Because it sure does appear as if you are one of those lying spirits that your God Jehovah, he sent him out to deceive people. You're acting just like that. Because what you did was a deception. Because you lied to everybody. You wanted to advance your story, so that's what you did.
The question Jonathan Olin wants to know if Gene Revel celebrates Ramadan or not. Well, maybe Voice of Gene celebrate Ramadan, but Gene Revel does not.
And then you started telling everybody that I'd been converted to AI and that nothing I said was real. But I knew it was, Jonathan. I've known this whole time this had been nothing but one big fat lie that was told by you and Kelly. And there aren't any other words for it better than saying that you made up one big, huge, accusative lie. I'm not a Muslim. That's a blatant lie. And I don't celebrate Ramadan. So there's another blatant lie. And I'm positive that it's all a lie, and it's easy to prove, at least to myself, because the lies are about me. I know the truth, and what you're telling everybody about me confessing to be a Muslim and celebrating Ramadan, it's all a huge lie. That's why I'm comfortable with continuing with all this, Jonathan, because what you and Kelly are only speculating about, I don't have to speculate, because I'm the person you're speculating about. And I know for a fact that the both of you are wrong.
Even watching someone on the internet for years, you don't know the person. Even living with a person, living with people directly under the same roof for years, you don't know the person. You don't know. When Gene Revel, because he saw that there was decoration at my parents' house, because I lived there, he concluded that I was celebrating Christmas and I was celebrating with the family.
And you ask why I would put this Christmas video back out, Jonathan. And it's because I asked myself, what kind of conclusion would Jonathan Nolan come to if he were given the exact same scenario? And the conclusion I came up with, it was to speculate the hell out of everything, and then look at all the surroundings of the person, then try to point out every negative thing he sees, and of course then you have to tie everything together. then make up a story that flows for you, and then you repeat that exact same story that you just made up as many times as you can. Even by climbing up on top of all those housetops,
There's a
Jonathan.
rat,
It didn't matter. You just wanted
there's the
people to think that
eagle,
I was a Muslim. So you did it.
and
So I did it
actually
back. See how it can make you feel?
another rat over
Especially when you
here.
know that you're not. I knew that I wasn't, but it didn't matter.
Maybe
You just
Jesus
kept
is
chiseling
surrounded by
away.
rats. Why re-upload this particular video
And
when you knew the truth about the matter?
I mean, isn't that how you did me?
And
First, you
snowman,
and Kelly tried to associate me with being a Muslim, all because my channel had been taken down, during the month of Ramadan. A holiday that I didn't even know existed until you and Kelly brought it up. So, being such the good investigators as you two are, you say that that was one of the reasons you had for saying that I finally came out of the closet and admitted to everybody that I was a Muslim, which I didn't.
Voice of Jane decided to come out of the closet and declare that he is a Muslim.
So off to the rooftops you went, didn't you, Jonathan? Screaming lies from the top of your lungs about how I was confessing that I was a Muslim because of what kind of video response I made, in which you claim that I must be a Muslim because I didn't sit there and bash their religion as you requested, Jonathan. And that somehow makes me a Muslim in your eyes, right? Yours and Kelly's eyes.
Kelly Barr, you know she's she's doing her research about knowing your enemy.
I mean, learning about your enemy is fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But when you start trying to ignite fires just so you can gauge the other person's reactions, you may want to be careful playing with that fire. Because when you start crossing those blurry lines by throwing out any old thing that you might feel to be pertinent to proving somebody's guilt, and then you start implying that that person is indeed guilty by the very reasons of what you said God led you to find,
Like your own brother, yet you still joined in the festivities, just like those dirty, rotten people who celebrate Ramadan, right? I mean, this is getting freakingly similar here, Jonathan. Are you sure that you and your family aren't converted Muslims and you're all secret?
Don't clap your hands too soon. You seem to be pretty confident of yourself, but don't clap your hands too soon. Because Marianne is still showing to me some interest. So don't clap your hands too soon. Because she's still pissing by the river for me. And it is her weird way of courtship to let me know that I might have a chance after all.
Now, I've never even heard of the pissing by the river courtship that you're talking about, Jonathan. But hey, if it's a thing, then it's a thing, I guess. You learn something new every day. So did you understand why I would make a video like that, Jonathan? Why I would accuse you of celebrating Christmas and decorating with your family? Even though I've never seen a picture of you doing it, nor do I have any evidence at all that would show you doing anything like that. I still felt compelled to speculate the evidence into existence by just speaking the words that I would need in order to make it appear. Something as simple as you and your family exchanging Christmas gifts. And then I could think of a few more words that are magically spoken so that everyone would know that you also enjoyed the family dinners. And gifts? I mean, don't forget to speak all of those gift exchanges into existence either. Because according to the new comment that I read from you from a couple months back, I must say, Jonathan, that you didn't seem as opposed to gifts as you were letting on with your brother's gift list. So for 2 Christmas seasons now, we've heard how much you hate the fake family get-togethers and how much you hate the fake family gift givings. But yet we see a complete turnaround on what Christmas gifts really mean to you just from 2 short months back. So exactly who is trying to deceive who? I reposted the Christmas video to let you feel what it was like to be accused of something with only circumstantial evidence to back it up. And you proved out that you don't like it. Well, surprise, Jonathan, because neither do I. And this is only one instance out of a bunch of instances that I have. But I think this answer may just enlighten you a little bit about why I did it. And the last thing would be what you said about you not really knowing somebody. Even the people that you live with on a daily basis, you don't know them completely either. And that's so true, Jonathan. But I think that can go two ways. Because you don't mind using that argument when it comes to defending yourself from unfounded accusations. But when the shoe's on the other foot and it's you who are the one who's accusing me, that's when you don't seem to have a problem using whatever type of circumstantial evidence that you want to. All in order to be able to get a false conviction of somebody out in YouTube land somewhere. So I guess what I'm saying would be that if you don't have the solid evidence that you need to convict, don't even bother bringing the claims, especially when you know that the claim is bullshit already. So with that being said, Jonathan, let me get this video out there before Christmas Day comes around and you realize that I didn't get you anything. But I'm still hoping for you to have a great holiday, Jonathan.